Well, hi, Stan. How are you?
Good afternoon, Karla. It's good to be here today. Hey, we've got some great fall weather here. The weather in the afternoon is just, and the evenings are just spectacular. I know we've been sitting on the back patio around the pool there in the evenings with our two standard poodles and barbecuing, and it's just been a wonderful weather that we've enjoyed here recently. So,
Well, we've done that, but prior to that, I got up on Saturday and I was thinking, what a great day to wash windows.
yeah, it was a great day to wash windows, wasn't it?
So, actually, this was the weekend before. And so anyway, I got all my windows done, and now it's really nice to sit on the patio and kind of gaze back at the clean windows.
Yeah, that was an exciting time after playing a little round of golf there. So, welcome home. Yeah, so, there's a lot of things going on right now around San Antonio. We just want to encourage everyone to go on the websites and look and even go in and Google some of the things that are going around San Antonio. We have a great city that we live in here. We talk about real estate, but what makes that real estate so priceless and so cherished to live here in San Antonio is the events that go on. In the fall time, there's just a lot of county fairs. There's local city festivals, different events going on. The evenings are really enjoyable to spend, and these events in the fall just really start to take off. So we really want to encourage everyone to go onto the different sites on the webs, to Google events, fairs, festivals, what's going on downtown, and see what's going on and enjoy our city. It's just so important for that.
Well, did you see there's a peanut festival this weekend?
Yeah, there's a peanut festival going on. Down in Floresville, I believe it is. So.
Yeah. And but one of the neat things that we did this week was we went to the Beach Boy concert at the Majestic Theater, and boy, that was a great time.
Yes,
bring back some old memories.
Real old memories. So I'm glad I don't look as old as those guys did from growing up and spending my high school days in Huntington Beach and Newport Beach. It just reminds me of a lot of those times back then. So it's an exciting time. I just want to say that we've kind of want to ask everyone that is listening, if you would, we want to take a little survey, and if you would, we'd like everyone that's listening to text us at 210-708-3152. Again, that's 210-708-3152. And just tell us what we're looking for. What is the number one trait that you look for in a realtor? If you're looking to have someone help you to sell your home, to help you buy a home, what's that number one thing that you look for in that realtor? We just want to take a survey, and what we're going to do is we're going to take that and we're going to go over next week those results with our with our guest realtors, Craig and Libby Ross from Coldwell Banker Deanne Harper, right here in San Antonio.
So that'll be good. I mean, that'll give us some good information from our listeners in terms of what they look for, and then we'll get some feedback from them.
We're always looking for any advice, so you can text us any of your questions anytime. You can also go to our website at realestateradiosa.com. You can hit the contact button and you can just write in the messages there that you're concerned with or the questions that you would like us to bring up on the show. And again, that's realestateradiosa.com that you can reach us at, or you can text us, which might be easier, at 210-708-3152. And we'll put those, see if we can get those questions on the radio here in the next week or two. So,
great.
Yeah. Well, if you just joined us, you're listening to Real Estate Radio San Antonio with Karla Stan and KLUP Talk Radio. And remember, you can always ask any of your questions for your real estate needs or text us at 210-708-3152, and we'll get back with you on those.
Well, let's go into a segment we call Mortgage Matters, and myself, Karla Hester, and Stan Hester, we're going to give you some information on a mortgage, what fees, points, and rates look like. My Karla Hester's NMLS number is 219059, and Stan Hester's is 956893. So we're with Premier Fidelity Mortgage. And Stan, we were talking about what's really important to a buyer. Is it rates, points, fees?
Those are all important to a buyer, but it depends on actually each individual situation. And as we sit down with all of our clients, we always go over all of these. And I know you're exceptionally passionate about providing all the information. That's one of the things that you've always done. You want to make it, the cliche is crystal clear, be transparent. In today's political arena, that's kind of become almost a bad saying, but we do want to be crystal clear so that the right decisions can be made by that buyer. So I know that you're a bit advocate of showing what's referred to as a fee worksheet. Why don't you explain a little bit about what that is, and because that includes all of these things that we're talking about right here.
Well, I mean, a fee worksheet, anyone that's getting a loan, refinancing, a rate is a good deal. I mean, we can all quote rates, but you want to know what it's going to cost you for that rate. And a lot of times it's more or less than what you expected. So a fee sheet is going to disclose to you your rate and what the lender fees are to get that rate. Is there a discount point? Is there origination point? And then, is there underwriting fees and attorney fees and doc prep fees and a lot of, I call them junk fees. So it's very important that you look at that fee sheet. Some of the fees the lender controls, some of the fees are not controlled by the lender. It's the county, it's taxes, or the state of Texas. I mean, you have to have title insurance, and there's fees and for all of that and recording. But when you're shopping, you want to really look at the fees and what it's costing you to get into that rate.
There's two things that we look at when we talk with people. I know I do especially. Excuse me. And that is that what is your monthly payment going to be? And how much money is it going to cost you to get into that home? And that's at closing, how much money do you have to bring to the table? And how much money are you going to have every month to make that payment? Interest is very important. Rates, all these things that we're talking about, everything is important. But there's a couple of underlying factors that I think, or excuse me, not underlying factors, but final factors that are so important, and that is the payment. Everybody wants to know, what's my payment? And when we discuss with our clients that sit in front of us, we give a complete bottom line payment of what's included. If it's any with your principal, your interest, your homeowners association, your PMI, all of these different fees that go into and factors that go into your final payment. If that final payment is $1,200, then you want to know exactly what are you going to be paying every month, and that's what we're trying to provide with that.
I have a story I want to share, and this happened just this week. I met a new realtor, and I was telling him that we don't have any fees. I mean, we have literally zero fees, zero origination, and they're like, they had their buyer that was already pre-qualified with another lender, and asked them, would you just get another second opinion from Karla? And they were so thankful, and it just did my heart good to know that I saved them $2,500 and got them a better rate. And so you won't know that unless people go out and they give us a call.
Yeah, give us a call, shop, get a couple of different prices from everybody. We encourage that. Even if you're with us, find out what the other people are charging. It's a big commitment. It's a 30-year commitment. It's probably one of the largest purchases that you'll ever make. So be sure and get all the facts. We're going to take a quick break here for a station break. We're going to come back. We're going to talk about the top factors on determining why someone gets a loan and move on through some of these mortgage matters and see if we can answer some of your questions. But we'll be back in just a few minutes. And remember, you're listening to Real Estate Radio San Antonio with Karla Stan on KLUP Talk Radio. And you can also text us with your questions or real estate needs to 210-708-3152.